morning, guys. Welcome over the top. I hope you guys are having a great morning. Everything's looking pretty good here. It's kind of overcast today. It's drizzling a little. They're calling for rain off and on, so I'm probably just going to shoot with my iPhone today. I'm not going to bring out the big camera and lug it around and lug it in and out because it's raining. Make it a little easier for me and get a little more digging done. I'm back at that location I said I was going to come to yesterday. Hopefully I get some good stuff today. I barely went anywhere yesterday and I got some cool things, so today should be pretty good. I'm going to start with the CTX 3030, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to go to the AT Gold a little later, but you never know with me. I make up my mind on the fly, so I'll see you guys in a few seconds, hopefully with something good in the hole. See you soon. Alright guys, I'm going to do something here that I've kind of wanted to do for a while there and I just never got around to it. What I've done behind me is I've just paced out 6 paces on corners with Gatorade bottles. That's what I had in the truck. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over that whole area with the MINELAB CTX 3030 in silver and jewelry mode and dig every perceivable target that I think is good. Then I'm going to go over the same area with the Garrett and see what I missed or what I didn't get. And then what I'll do is I'll move this to another spot and I'll do the same thing but in reverse. I'll do the Garrett first and then go over with the CTX 3030 and see what's left. Shouldn't take too long. It should be pretty straightforward. This is no scientific experiment whatsoever. It's just gonna see what is each machine missing, what is it not getting. So that's about it. I'll reset the camera up to a better angle so you guys can see all this. I'll probably throw it on a time lapse just to speed it up. And when we're done, we'll go to the truck and we will compare the finds to each one. So I got an empty pouch now. I'll fill it up with whatever I get with this MINELAB, dump it, and then do the Garrett, dump it, and then we'll look at it. And then vice versa for the other one. All right, guys, let's do this. The reason I'm doing it now is it's not raining yet. Depends on what weather station you listen to, it's going to rain or not rain. All right, so we'll see you in one sec. So just before I get started, for the AT Gold, the Garrett AT Gold, I've used the larger coil, the stock one that you get for the AT Pro. Can't remember the size of it. Just to keep it, it's a relatively similar size coil to the MINELAB. And what else there I was going to say? Yeah, that'll be it. All right, let's get going. Let's find, see what's in here. There should be something in this little area from what I found from this spot. For the MINELAB CTX 3030 cancel out pull tabs. That was it. No pennies, no change, and nothing. I could tell there's targets in there just because with the MINELAB what you want to do is you want the threshold always on just so it's a low hum so you can just hear it. You want to bring in the tone down where it's comfortable to your ears. You can adjust that pitch of the threshold. But you always want to hear that because you can kind of hear when the machine goes over something metal. Anyway, let's grab the Garrett and I'll dump my pouch and then we'll check it with the Garrett. All right, now let's see what the MINELAB didn't get, what this will get. Okay, so there you have it with the Garrett, just one dug target, but what you may have noticed is the amount of time it took me to clear this area. It probably took me just as long without digging anything than it did with the MINELAB, just because I got to stop and listen to everything. Tons and tons of pull tab signals on this, what I'd call pull tab, which the Garrett, or sorry, the MINELAB didn't even pick up, which is odd. But all pull tabs are a little different, and these might fall outside of that gold range that I'm shooting in. All right, so let's go over to the picnic table there. Let's have a look at what we got, and then we'll move this over and do it again and see what we get. I might make it a little bigger, and but it's not going to really be relevant because it's just apples to apples or apples to oranges within this square anyway. So let's go have a look. All right, so here we go. The MINELAB. This is the. We'll do this first machine, and I'll put first machine Garrett up here. opposite of to what this is. So I got one, let's see, 4 pieces of can slaw dug with the MINELAB, which are gold targets, 2 pull tabs, and another piece of aluminum fencing. So that's it for this. Now I'll go move the that square over. I might make it, like I said, a little bigger, maybe go 8 by 8 steps, and then I'll put them up here and we'll have a look. Just to, it'd be interesting to see what I dig first pass on this and then first pass on the Garrett. Let's go do this again. Okay, so I've moved this to 8 paces by 8 paces. It looks quite a bit bigger. It's amazing what 2 paces makes. But it's time for the Garrett to show its stuff and see what we get in here. And then we'll move on to the CTX 3030. Okay, that's it for the 18 gold. Now, one thing I do notice with this is for me, I consider a lot of pull tab signals. 40s, 50s, tons of them in there. I'm hearing it. Problem is that it's already driving me nuts. And why I would probably not bring this out in this field is the amount of noise it makes. It's non-stop chirping. I mean, sure, there's the chatter part, but that part I understand, but the actual hearing of targets. There's actually metal targets in there that are bouncing off 40s and stuff, which is something in the ground. I hear it all, because I'm shooting in, probably shooting discrimination if I came in here, just to get rid of some of that. But again, then it'll probably take me more time to get through that. I mean, for what, I dug 3 things there, and it took me quite a while, so, and I probably could have spent more time in there, but I would have moved on. So let's bring out the MINELAB and see what we get there. So just give me another sec while I gear up for that. All right, let's hit it with the MINELAB. What I'm suspecting now is I probably will not find any money with this, I'm thinking. The only thing I'll probably end up digging is probably pull tabs and coleslaw. Now, I've heard a lot of it. We'll see what this gets, which is fine. I don't really want a lot of that anyway. But that's my suspicion, along as I've been saying, if I want to coin shoot and find money, I'll use the Garrett. If I want to find the other stuff, I use this. And I think this will probably show exactly what I meant by that. All right, there you have it. MINELAB done. The other one thing I noticed different there, again, I didn't think there was any money left, which is fine. It's the amount of time I spent, yeah, I dug more pull tabs and can slaw, but it was quick, quiet. I didn't have to do as much finicky, looking around a little bit, but not nearly as much as the Garrett. All right, let's go and take a look at the table and see the differences, and that'll wrap this up. Now, just one thing I want to mention, this is, it could be a different results. I could shoot this in a different mode, but I just wanted to kind of do what I detect on both machines and what I wouldn't dig on each machine. So it's not a true representation of the 2 capabilities of each machine. It's just more in the one mode against the other, and why I prefer this over the Garrett in certain areas. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, let's go to the picnic table. Okay, so here we go. Here are the results. Kind of what I expected. Funnily enough, the larger area didn't get as much, as many items. But it's very similar to the CTX, similar items, again, pull tabs and can slaw. Now, I don't dig as much of that with the Garrett, and the reason is the amount of it. The Garrett, there's so much in here that if I was in here, I wouldn't be digging it. It's like in the 40s, 50s, you know, low 60s. It's not something I would even dig here, so I avoid it. But what I do get, the Garrett here, is more money. So if I want to find coins, even silver coins, any coin, that's the mode, the Garrett machine. But again, it takes me a long time to cover a small area. I can cover a lot more ground with the CTX 3030, but I'm going to find things like silver coins and jewelry, the stuff that I'm looking for. I'll find the silver coins with the Garrett, but I won't find the jewelry. And here we go. There's the. Now that one I got on the Garrett, that was a sketchy one, but I dug it anyway. It's just a piece of aluminum wire. So there you go. There you have it. Like I said, it's not. It's more. It's just probably more for my benefit, just to see the difference. But it kind of, you know, drives home the point I've been making all along on the difference between the 2 machines and why I use them for what I do, where I am, and so on. So yeah, the CTX 3030 is a bomb out here. I'm probably not going to get as much change. I still will get it. I may not have gotten this loony and dime with the CTX that I got with the Garrett, just because it doesn't see them very well. I may have dug it, but they're going to be real dodgy signals. So, but yet they were high on the Garrett. But I'm sure if I was in a different mode in the CTX, or maybe open, I may have got it, but I don't know if I would have, just because the different tones it rings. It rings so many different, it bounces all over the place, whereas the Garrett's a solid, boom, there it is, in your face. So you dig it. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed that. I'll head out now and do some real digging. I'm going to put that camera away just because it may or may not rain again, and I'll be using the iPhone moving forward. Alright guys, we'll see you again in a few seconds. Well guys, it's almost 1 o'clock already. I really haven't found much at all. Just can slaw, pennies, but I just dug a 19, here, let's turn you around. Just dug a 1951 King George penny. I can't get it to focus, of course. Crazy thing. There we go. So that's pretty cool. You don't usually find too much old stuff in here. It's usually all pretty modern, so that's kind of neat. Anyway, I'll see if I can find anything else so I can make some video here. Alright guys, I'll see you shortly. Morning guys, welcome over the top. Chris here, hope you guys are having a good day. I am hoping today goes a lot better than yesterday did. I had so much hopes for that spot yesterday I was in. The day before I was in there, I hunted like crazy, and like right at the end of that, I was just pulling stuff right out of the ground in this area, and I went out there again and I couldn't find anything. Frustration was mounting yesterday. I couldn't even turn the camera on. I didn't really find much stuff towards the end of the day, and then I started finding stuff and it was raining and couldn't even turn the camera on, so it drove me insane. But anyway, I'm going to back at our conservation area today, and we're going to give that a try and see what we can get. You know, it's been a few days since I found anything really interesting. So let's get down there, let's get some digging done, and hopefully we find something today. Alright guys, before I get going here, I'll just go over what I found yesterday, because I'm probably going to roll these two videos into one, because there really wasn't a whole lot shot yesterday. Anyway, these are my finds, you know, any of the cool things I found right at the end of the day, and really I couldn't get the camera because it was raining and stuff, so I didn't bother. But anyway, here it is. So I got an old pair of glasses frames there, some pretty fancy ones. A little hook or circle loop thing. A bunch of modern pennies. The oldest one I have was right here. It's a 1951 King George penny, which is kind of cool. I got a Lizzie nickel, I believe it was 64, yep, 1964. So that was kind of neat. Just this little eye hook thing that was busted. Just a couple of modern buttons here. I believe this is an old file. It's pretty thick, but when I rubbed it, it looks like it's got a file pattern somewhere on it. I can't see it right now, but I noticed it yesterday. This is kind of cool, an old pocket knife. Like that pearl white. Reminds me of a knife I had when I was a little kid. It was very similar. Mine was probably a little smaller than that, but kind of interesting how it was lost with the blade open. Just an old tire weight there. Looks like about 5 modern nickels, 5, 6 dimes, like 1/4, that was it. And yeah, the modern pennies, that was it for my day yesterday, for a whole day, that's it. A lot of pennies. I did find a hoard of artifacts, which would be the pull tabs. You know, now that they're being declared an artifact due to the fact they're over 50 years old. So yeah, lots of artifacts, but other than that, that's about it. Alright, let's get down there, let's get digging. I'm still trying to finish my coffee off, so yeah, it's supposed to be a nice day today. Right now the sun's out, it's not windy, so we'll see how that goes. It's still a little chilly, my hands are cold after sorting all through that cold dirt. Alright guys, we'll see you in a few minutes. That was probably the hardest, furthest I've ever dug for something before in my life. Maybe not, but pretty darn close. There's the hole. Not too sure if you can see how deep it is. There's the plug. Here's all the dirt that came out of it. And this is what I got. Oh, it's not focusing. There we go. I got a plow blade right on the beach edge. And a whole whack of geese came in again. It was loud. It was loud. Anyway, yeah, that was interesting right on the beach. I don't know, maybe they used to be a farm down here, or they used to use that to plow the beach. But chances are that's pretty old. And this probably used to be farmland at one point, because prior to them damming this river, this pond wasn't here. It was just a like a small stream. So it's very easily that this could have been farmland down here. Alright guys, I just thought I'd show you that since I went through all the effort to get it out of the ground. Now what to do with it. Alright guys, we'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, I got a good signal here. It's a copper silver signal. It's showing about 5 inches. Yeah. Losing it now. Alright, let's go ahead and dig this. It's probably a penny. But let's find out what it is. Hopefully it's not a 3.5 foot down plow blade. The signal's too good for that. Oh, still didn't get it. Oh, I think I got 2 targets. Okay, there's the penny. It is 79. What's more interesting is this one down here. Deeper is better. Oh good, my battery's dying. I got one way up in the truck on the top of the hill. So I got a dime. And let's see if it's water. I don't really think I hit on this signal. I think I hit on the penny. Can't even make it out. There we go. We're close, 4 years away from silver. Of course, that's like most of the stuff down here. Like I mentioned it before, I think this place was built probably like near 1970, either a little bit before or after. So any of the silvers that are left here would be residual that people had in their pockets before they were pulled out of service. So yeah, there's been a lot of people detecting down here. I mean, even before I got into it, my buddy did it for quite a while. And he's been down here a lot. He actually claimed he cleaned it out. And I've found a number of things down here, silvers. Alright, let's move on, see what else we can find. Well guys, here's a first. It's definitely a first for me. It's definitely not a bucket list item. Anyway, I found a child soother. What's odd about it is there is metal in it, no idea what kind, but the nipple part is glass. At least it feels like glass out there. It's a real hard plastic. But isn't that bizarre? I wonder how old that is to be made like that. Interesting. Never thought I'd dig one of those. Who knew they had metal in some of them? Looks like it's molded inside the plastic on this piece. That's the one that rings. This part here doesn't ring. And there is a hole straight through it. I don't know, maybe it attached to a bottle. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's carry on. I wonder if it had a light in it. Maybe. Alright, let's move on. So curiosity got the best of me. And I opened up that soother because it looked like it opened up and I said there might have been a light. Well, in fact, I think there was a light. This is probably, that's why it's hard plastic and hole in the middle. I bet you it was one of those like fad things that the kids used to have, wear them around their necks and it lit up. You know, those rave party things. Anyway, that was kind of weird. Yeah, curiosity always gets me. I got to tear those things apart. All right, guys, we will see you shortly. Alright, I got one of those different targets. It's kind of hitting that copper silver signal, but when I lock in on it, it changes a little. Like it drops way down, so I don't know if maybe there's two targets in the hole, or if it's something other than a penny, which I'm hoping. But yeah, it's still hitting that penny number. Pretty consistent until I lock in, and then it changes like drastically, so it's definitely different. Look at that, eh? Just a penny. There's got to be something else in there, and it's from the 80s. Yeah, I don't know, man. Everything's been reading weird again today. I don't know if I got to reset that machine again. I don't know why I got to keep doing that. That's it. Huh. Oh well, I got to, which looks like a small hill behind me is actually quite a big hill. And I got to climb up that hill and go get another battery for my pinpointer. So I will be back in a few seconds. Enjoy the view. Breezy today, so have to hopefully cope with that. Now it's got me thinking that that's not reading the same today. It's usually pennies, that thing hits hard, like bang bang, no problem. But today it's kind of, it's not hitting them hard. They're there, but it's not hitting the signal hard like it normally does. So I wonder if that contributes to maybe me yesterday not getting the stuff I normally get. Because where I was yesterday, I should have been hearing a lot of those quarters and dimes and loonies and toonies, but I didn't get any. Like, I got a couple, but nothing like I'd normally hear. The ones I was getting are normally the ones I would get very easily. Because some Canadian new currency rings well, some doesn't, right? So those ones that are ringing well I am getting. Where the older stuff, I'm not hearing it like I normally would. So I think I'm gonna reset it again, just to that program, and see if that helps. Because I'm not hearing those other tones I should be. Anyway, let's carry on. Let's see what else we can get. I got fresh batteries in the pinpointer, so we should be good to go. All right. So interestingly enough, I did the reset there, and I'm hearing a lot more. So yeah, it's wow. I mean, I probably wasted all day yesterday. I couldn't figure out why I couldn't find anything. It was just a terrible day. I was so frustrated, you know, and all I did was a reset there, and now everything's coming out to life. But anyway, I found one of these the other day. It was my first. I'm not sure if you can see it there, but let's go and have a look. There it is, my second marble I've ever found. So that's interesting. I mean, obviously that's not what I heard. I haven't checked the plug yet. I believe what I heard, the plug might be a dimer or something. But yeah, there's another marble. Nice. All right, let's find out what's in the plug. Zoom that back in. There we go. Yeah, simple reset, eh? Jeez. I don't know. Every once in a while I got to do that. I don't know why it goes out like that. Maybe just from changing things back and forth from time to time. Changes things, I don't know. Where is this thing? It showed a lot deeper than that. Maybe it's in here. Oh, what's that? No, it's plastic. Yeah, it should be right in here. Well, it's pretty modern wherever it is, because it's pretty shallow. Unless it's underneath. It should be right there. There. Jeez, where is this thing? Oh, there it is, just a pull tab. Huh. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Okay, so yeah, that was interesting. Nice to know that things are back on. Maybe now I can start finding things. Yeah, that's frustrating. You know, you spend so much time out there in a day doing something like that, and to find out your machine was acting up, man, that's frustrating. Like I was so upset yesterday. I didn't even go and do any editing. I was beat. I think exhausted just from the day I had yesterday. Like had more expectations to find stuff from the previous day, you know, and I should have found loonies and toonies and quarters galore. But I wasn't getting anything. I was just pennies, and even that was not great. Like I said, I found a couple cool little things, but you know, not would have got that on any setting really. Oh man, that's frustrating. Oh well, I'm back on the game now. Hopefully, start getting some good stuff in here. Yeah. Wow. Okay, guys, let's carry on. So yeah, I got a good penny copper, penny silver signal here. So let's dig this out, man. Let me tell you the difference. The only way I can describe it, other than the worms, is the ground coming to life. Like, it went from relatively quiet to hearing so much. Like, I haven't really found anything yet, but I've had a lot of good signals compared to before. Like, I think I dug 2 modern nickels. Penny, no problem, and just some normal pull tabs that I wasn't even like, but they're ringing the way they should. The only way I can describe it is like the ground came to life. Man, how many days has it been like that, I wonder, like, because I haven't found much lately, and I wonder if that was the case. Man, that's frustrating, let me tell you. It's frustrating as dropping your target. Yeah, it's just another penny. Pretty modern, looks like mid-80s. Oh man, I tell you. Oh, it actually makes me feel better, because honestly I was getting so frustrated, and like I'm like, there should be more. Even the last few times I've been down here, I haven't been getting the signals I should be. Oh, I can't, and it's been like a week or so or longer since I've reset that thing, so who knows how long it's been out. Man, that's frustrating. Anyway, it's all good now. So, oh, so much more digging now. That's awesome. Oh, so much better mood. All right, let's carry on. All right, I got another good copper silver signal. It's running about 5 or 6 inches. I'm getting a thump in there, so there might be something else in the hole with it. And it could be throwing off the depth a little, but let's have a look and see what it is. Yeah, you hear the BB and then it's like thump, thump. You get that, especially with these headphones. It's like going to a hip hop concert. Boom, boom, boom. Exactly what it sounds like. I think the first time I put these on, I heard that, it scared me. You hear so much more detail. I'm afraid of that shovel now. Oh, just a penny, there it is. I wonder what else was in there with it. That's a 68. Good year for that, because that's the silver range. No, I think that was it. No, I guess that was it. Unless there's something right next to it, which I'll find out when I recheck the hole. Dig down the sides a little here. No, that's it. Alright, so I'll fill that in and I'll recheck around it. There's got to be something beside it, or it wouldn't be. That thump is kind of odd. Alright, we'll see you in a bit. Oh, hopefully the wind's not too bad. I got another pretty good target here. It's your typical copper silver signal. Just haven't had the camera on in a while. I've just been digging like a madman since it's been working. I haven't even gone far. It's just the amount of targets I'm hearing now compared to before. I bet you there's 75% more targets, to be honest with you. That's how bad it was. It's almost sickening to think what I might have missed yesterday. Now to go back, I'll have to eventually. That looks like an oldie. Wow. Just a penny, but pretty worn for a penny. Oh, a penny down here anyway. 61, I think. Nope, 50, I think. Wait a minute. No, 68. 66 for sure. Oh, wait. Oh, the number keeps changing every time I rub it. No, it's 1965, 100% this time. That's pretty cool. Yay, I'm finding old stuff again. Oh, I wonder what caused it to get that bad. That's bizarre. And I think it was gradual. I think it gradually went out. I don't think it was something that happened overnight. But man, what a difference. Maybe I should just do that just for safe peace of mind. Do it every time before I start. Because man, that's frustrating. All right, let's move on to the next target. Alright guys, as you can see, I just dug a ring. I don't know if it's real yet. I haven't even looked to clean it out to see. I just had to go grab the camera and just get this together. I rang a solid 1208, which is like a high carat gold. So, I mean, it looks good. It's about 3 inches down. It's bent, but I'm okay with bent. Yeah, which if it's gold, it'd be easy to bend. Man, I think this is real, guys. Seriously. Oh, I can't see any markings. Oh, come on, it's gotta be in there somewhere. I don't see a marking. Oh man, this better not be fake. Man, it's hard to say. It could be on the back of this top piece here, the marking. What I'm going to do is hopefully, I think the water's still on down here, is I'm going to run up and wash this off real quick, and I'll come back on and see if we can find any markings. But I'm telling you guys, there's no signs at all of this being fake. Like there's no chipping or wear. Oh, it's hard to say. Alright, give me a few minutes guys, let me wash this up. Hopefully there's a marking in the back there and we can get something on this. But yeah, if it's a 1208 then this is real, that'd be a good carat. Alright, give me a minute, I'll be right back. Alright guys, this is not marked at all, but I took my knife out and I scraped the back, and this is a real ring. This is not plated. It looks like it's probably handmade, and I do know there's a couple guys in town that do make jewelry, but their ornate pattern on this is just outstanding. I think there might have been some stones at some point embedded on it, which they're all gone at this point. But that's a nice gold ring, man. And it was a solid 1208, man. It was like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. And it's soft, so it's definitely, you know, probably up in the 18 karat area for sure. No doubt in my mind. That's a nice ring, man. Oh, what a good feeling. After a couple of days of fighting with that thing. and not finding anything. Like, just terrible, terrible, terrible to land something like that. Outstanding. Oh, that's probably the most golden ring I've found. Oh, that's amazing. All right, guys. Yeah, it was about 3 inches down, bent, but that wasn't for me. Oh, all right, guys. Let's carry on and see what else we can find. Oh, that's gonna be hard for me to stop now. The sun's out completely. It's like blue skies now. It's warmed up a little bit. All right, let's keep going, guys. One ring down. Let's see if we can make it a couple today. Maybe some silver coins. Put that up in the safety pocket. All right. All right, I got another good 5-6 inch copper silver signal. We'll call it a penny signal. And let's dig it up and see what we got. I haven't dug anything else since that ring. Just a few pennies, modern pennies and stuff like that. There is no more pull tabs or tin foil near or around where I found that ring. So that's good. I definitely cleaned that area up pretty good. Just in case they lost two. I don't know if I went deep enough here. The dime, it'll be shallow anyway. They always read deeper than they actually are. It's in the plug. I got it. And it's going to be a penny. Wasn't very deep either. It's only a 73. All right. That wraps that hole up again. There's another penny for the books. That's all good though. I'm digging stuff, so I'm happy. Let's move on to the next one. All right, guys, I just want to jump on here for a second. I just want to show you something here. There's an imprint that had a penny up in there. Up in there. Anyway, you get the picture. There's a penny. It was in there. I already took it out. That's the imprint. And this is a prime example of masking. Masking, masking, masking. I did not read a penny signal on that. It was 1969 penny. That should have blew my ears off. This hole was, I think it was like a 1221 or something, like just terrible signal. But directly underneath it, or this would have been on above it, big chunk of tin foil. Look at that. That penny did not read whatsoever. That's why I dig that stuff out of the ground. That could have easily been a ring, a silver coin. But that's why I dig those terrible targets out of the ground. And, you know, a good example of masking there. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you that, since I touched on masking there a few times. All right. Anyway, let's carry on. It was only a 1969 penny. All right, that's it. All right, guys, let's move on. It's 3 o'clock already, and man, it gets darker earlier. It's not dark yet, but you can tell the sun's getting ready. All right, we'll see you shortly. So I just rang a pretty good deep signal. It's kind of weak, so it's hard to say if it will be anything or not. But it's ringing right in that copper silver zone. So let's dig this up and see what we got. Or it's a shallow silver dime. Kind of moved over a little bit closer to the hill towards my truck. Oh, it's a tough one. So yeah, I just said I'd try a different location. Got a couple targets here. Okay, that one's just a nail. That's hopefully not what I'm getting. Yeah, so there's another one closer to the top, and I might have targeted on the nail, and that's why I went deep. Oh, wait a sec. What is it? What is it? It is odd. Is it a fancy button? It is a fancy button. It's got an anchor on it. That's pretty cool. I wonder what that rings up as. Do that again. That rings right up in the silver zone. Wonder if that'd be like a silver button. That's hard to say, but anyway, have a look at it. If I can get a grip on it. So there you go there. Focus in, I hope. That's kind of cool. Yeah, it's rang is silver. And it's still got a nice shine to it considering how deep it was. Huh, that's kind of cool. Alright, we'll put that up here with the ring. Alright. Make sure there's nothing else in there. Oh, wait. No, that was my shovel. Okay, so we'll move on and hopefully get some more cool things. Oh, it's so much better when the detector's working properly, let me tell you. Alright guys, well I still got a bit of light left. It's about to set down over the hill, so we're going to lose a lot of light. So I just thought I'd say thanks for being here again, guys. It's always nice to have you guys watch the videos. You know, I like doing them, sharing everything I find with you guys. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy finding stuff. So anyway, once again, please subscribe. I could really use your help on that. Just head down below, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell to be notified when a video comes out. It's a lot easier that way, and you guys can check it out. So anyway, yeah, that was a fun day. I got an awesome ring. That button was pretty cool. I'm not too sure what that's made out of, but it rings up in silver, which is kind of odd. I'll have to look into that one a little bit more and see what kind of button it is. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Won't be able to do a tailgate today. I'm a little cold, and going through all that, all the coins and dirt and everything, my hands just freeze right up, and that's no good. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy. You guys have an awesome day. Stay positive. Good things will happen to you. You will find things. Right on, guys. Let's keep going.